Hey lovelies! I know we've been focusing a lot on lunch over the last few weeks, but I didn't want to neglect the most important meal of the day, which of course is breakfast. So today I've got 5 awesome breakfast sandwich ideas that can all be put together in the morning and then eaten on the go as you head out the door. If I'm being really honest, I eat almost all of my breakfasts on the go, so it's important that they are portable. And of course, what's more portable than a sandwich? I'm gonna kick things off today with one of my very favorite healthy breakfast sandwiches. It's my tomato spinach sandwich, and it all starts by scrambling up our eggs. I've got a frying pan heating up with just a little bit of oil. To that, I'm going to add some finely chopped baby spinach. I'm going to cook that for 2 or 3 minutes just until it starts to wilt. Then I'm going to add some minced garlic, because of course garlic is glorious. If you want to skip the garlic, if you have an important meeting that morning, not to worry, you can go ahead and do that. But let's be honest, garlic makes things taste better. Once your garlic is nice and fragrant, after about 20 seconds or so, you can add your egg whites to the pan. I'm gonna give that all a good scramble and then hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then it's time to assemble your sandwich. In this case, I am using a whole wheat English muffin. For some protein, I'm starting with some sliced turkey. Next, I've got some sliced tomato. I'm going to pile on my scrambled eggs and then finish this off with a sprinkle of crumbled feta cheese. All you need to do is pop that top on and you have a breakfast sandwich that is ready to be devoured. What a glorious way to start the day. Next, for something a little more decadent but equally delicious, I have a croissant which of course is built on a croissant. What is not to like about that? It once again starts by scrambling up some eggs in my pan. I've got a little bit of oil heating up in my frying pan. I'm just going to add 2 eggs that I've beaten up and a little bit of parsley and basil for some freshness. I'm gonna give that all a good scramble and then set it aside while I assemble the rest of my sandwich. I've got the base of my croissant here. I'm topping this with some sliced ham. This, of course, is optional. You could leave this meatless if you wanted to. I'm also going to add some sliced cheddar and then pile on my beautiful fresh herb scrambled eggs. What is not to love about this? Then, if you're in the mood for something a little more fun, why not make your breakfast sandwich with a waffle? In this recipe, I'm using some frozen waffles that I've just toasted up. I'm going to layer on some pepper jack cheese, a few slices of cooked bacon, a slice of tomato, a beautiful fried egg, and then a little bit of pepper for good measure. We're gonna leave the salt out in this recipe because of course we have that cheese and that bacon. Plenty of salt already happening in here. OMG, this is waffly goodness at its finest. If you are a sweet and savory person like I am, you can go ahead and finish that off with a little drizzle of maple syrup. That's the Canadian in me coming out. Maple syrup on everything. My next sandwich actually all happens on a tasty cheddar biscuit. If you did want to keep this on the lighter side, not to worry, you could use some multigrain toast, for example. That would work well. For this tasty sandwich, I'm getting started by preparing what I'm calling like a little egg patty. Basically, I'm just using a well-greased cookie cutter mold to make sure I get a perfect little round of eggs. Once my mold is in my pan, I'm going to pour my egg mixture in. Then you want to pop something like a plate on top just to prevent your eggs from sort of seeping out the bottom of your mold. This will sort of keep everything together and help it cook evenly. Once your eggs are set, you can get to work on assembling your biscuit. I'm topping mine with some fresh broccoli sprouts, my egg patty, some tomato, and some sliced avocado. I'm gonna hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper, and voila, pop on the top and your morning is made. Finally, we are whipping up a classic breakfast sandwich and arguably one of my favorite breakfast sandwiches of all time. This is a beautiful bagel topped with some whipped cream cheese. I'm piling on some smoked salmon. I've got some sliced red onion, some crunchy cucumber, and a little touch of fresh dill. This, my friends, is basically breakfast perfection. It's protein packed, it's super flavorful. It's really the breakfast of champions as far as I'm concerned. I really hope you guys found some inspiration in this video. If you give any of these ideas a try, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Snapchat me a photo because I love seeing your creations. Keep in mind, I've got lots more lunch inspiration on the way, so stay tuned for that. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.